Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Console Gaffer here, Dagenham Redbridge Save. And it's our first furrow into the Champions League. And we've already played 2 games in the Champions League and won both of them by 2 goals to 1. 2 goals to 1 in the first one and a 3-2 victory in the second one against Panathinaikos. We've just played Aston Villa and Manchester United. In the latter here, we've just beaten them by 2 goals to 1, Manchester United at Old Trafford. Furo and Bilal with the goals and a late goal back with 10 minutes to go for Manchester United. But a fantastic victory for the Daggers. Absolutely brilliant victory from the Daggers. So if we just quickly go to the calendar, our last episode we beat Panathinaikos by 3 goals to 2 with 121 away Dagenham Redbridge fans. We then played again away from home against Aston Villa, which was a great 4-2 victory away from home against Aston Villa. Rooney with a double, Mouzakitis, with a penalty, and Christian Komoto in the 90th minute to make it a lot more comfortable. A great victory, 4-2 against Aston Villa. And then we've just come away from home for the 3rd game in a row, and we've played Manchester United and 2-1 victory against Man United. Gomez plays the ball forward. It's picked up there, no foul. Sangare plays a great ball to Furo. Lovely first touch by the Belgian, and he tucks it into the back of the net to give the Daggers a 1-goal lead at Old Trafford in the pouring rain. Second half now, they've got the ball from a free kick. Silva, Santiago, good ball out wide to Rooney, checks back. And he has a shot, and Bilal manages to get a toe on the end of it, just to sneak it into the back of the net, and we take a 2-0 lead. Silva to Santiago, to Singh, gives the ball to Rooney again, lovely first time ball into Furo, who gives the ball away to Arov. And it's a fantastic hit into the top corner. You do not give Karim that much space in there, and that is a fantastic goal to get Manchester United back in the game, but we've seen it through. And we managed to beat Manchester United 2-1. So as you can see from that 2-1 victory against Manchester United, that makes it we are 6 games unbeaten. And if you can see in the league, after 7 games, we sit joint top of the Premier League on 16 points alongside Liverpool, with Spurs a point back and Brentford who've still got to play. So they could go back top, but after 7 games, Dagenham and Redbridge are having a great start to the season, and really are we set for one of the most memorable seasons ever for the Daggers. So Real Madrid report with the game coming tomorrow. Most used formation. Most obviously goal scorers Kylian Mbappe. Most assists Cole Palmer. Donnarumma outstanding. 4-2-3-1. More often a mixed marking style. So I think we know all we know about Real Madrid. So if you look at the Champions League so far, after 2 games, we've won 2. We are sitting 6th. Real Madrid are currently sitting 18th, as they've only won 1 out of 2. So, yeah, huge match for us. And we've got some injury news. It looks like Sangare is going to be missing, as he is out for, well, he's going to miss this game. He might be okay for the weekend, but he's definitely going to miss this game against Real Madrid. Danny Perez is also out after spraining his ankle ligaments in training. He's going to be out for about 4 weeks. We've also got Emmanuel Amenga out and Ilinic, who is not actually in the team any longer. He is out on loan. So let's go to the tactics for the Real Madrid game and see how we get on. So, yep, as we thought, Sangare is not in, so it's going to be Singh who will come and play there. Danny Perez is also out, so Samuel will come in there. Bruno Fernandes will come there. Bilal will play as well. Bring in Rooney again for this one. And we're going to go. I'm going to bring in Kalala. He's been excellent so far this season. Could have played well against Manchester United, but we're going to go with Kalala in there. Furo up front. And out of possession, I think we're just going to go that little bit deeper. Just that little bit deeper. Go with a right solid Christmas tree effect. Out of possession and in possession, we're just going to go with this. So yeah, let us go and see how we get on against Real Madrid in match day 3 of the UEFA Champions League, the first ever home game at the Victoria Road Stadium in the Champions League, and it's against the European champions. So here we are at the Victoria Road Stadium, the teams are out. Superstars all over the park here for Real Madrid. Mbappe on the left, Bellingham and Palmer up front. As the Champions League music hits for the first time in Dagenham Redbridge's history at home. What a night, what an occasion for the Daggers in this 11,250 seater stadium. The all white of Madrid. This will be some occasion to have the superstars of Real Madrid in a stadium like this. Come on, the Daggers. As Real Madrid get us underway and immediately on the attack with Cole Palmer. Comes forward to Bellingham and Silvestre. Good defending. Get the ball upfield, but it goes straight back to Real Madrid. Soto. Camavinga. Looking for Mbappe. Good tackle by Singh, and Singh goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. All it wide to Kalala now. Can Dagenham Redbridge get forward here with Kalala? Muzakitis back to Kalala. Lovely ball through. It's a chance for Furo. Furo, oh, just wide. Camavinga. Carias now. Lenny Yoro pings the ball out wide to Nicholas. It's Bellingham. Love the ball through. Gomez. 1-0. Flags up. But I think he might have been onside. And the goal is good. A clinical finish. Nichols gives the ball to Bellingham. It's a great run along the blind side. I think he's offside. His toe's got to be offside there. But it doesn't matter. It's a good finish. And Real Madrid take the lead. Soto now. Carias out wide again to Mbappe. Still 1-0 Madrid. Bellamy. Gomez. Cole Palmer now. Going forward with the ball. Checks back on his left foot. Nichols. Carias. Camavinga. Good play. It's off the woodwork. Bellingham. And it's tucked in for number 2. And that will probably be that. It's a good effort from Camavinga. Keeper no chance there. It hits the bar and it comes back to Bellingham, who's as sharp as attack in the box. And that's 2-0 to Madrid. And that is half time here at the Victoria Road Stadium. Real Madrid are 2-0 up on the Daggers. And we've had a couple of chances early doors. We didn't take them. Yeah. And Real Madrid just showed their class. More possession, more shots, more on target. Yeah, they've been the better side. Gonna go disappointed because I think we can do better I think we could do much, much better here. I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to take off. We're going to take off Rooney for Fernandes. We're going to bring on Komoto for Bilal. And I'm going to bring on Stoyanov for Silva as he looks like he's struggling, and just give us a wee bit of life. We're going to push up now. We're 2-0 down. Let's just try that and go for it in the second half. The second half is underway. Corner, Real Madrid, 66 minutes. Kylian Mbappe. Deliver it in. Good defending. It's going to come to Boule. Back to Mbappe now. Houston. Yoro. Nichols just over the bar. Now to Muzakitis. Santiago. Muzakitis. Lovely ball to Fernandes. Gives the ball out wide to Singh. Stoyanov. Santiago. It's a poor ball by Santiago. And Gomez now has gotten in behind here. Checks back. Bullet still going. Shot. Good block. Camavinga again. Valverde. Camavinga again has a shot. And that's 3. A well-deserved victory for Real Madrid today. We've just not had that quality. Like here, usually in the Premier League, we've managed to pass through the lines. Real Madrid have been on it. Bellingham, a lovely ball to Gomez. We don't clear our lines. We do have a couple of chances to clear it. But then Camavinga, who had a smashing effort in the first half, it came off the bar that was then put away by Bellingham. 1-2 with Valverde. Shifts it on his left foot again. And has a beautiful finish. We're 3-0 to Real Madrid. And there it is, full time here at the Victoria Road Stadium. Our first ever Champions League match against the European champions ends in a disappointing 3-0 defeat. We're never really in it. We had a chance early doors. We just didn't take it. And then it becomes a very, very difficult day when you don't take the chances when you've got them. We didn't get disgraced by any means. 3-0, solid performance by Real Madrid. We didn't get disgraced, but it's a defeat nevertheless. I'm just going to go disappointed. But yeah, sellout crowd, 3-0 defeat in the Champions League match. And that defeat sends us down, after 3 games, on 6 points, down to 13th. We're still well in the top part of the group. I think top 24 get in, so we're currently 13th. And we've still got 5 games to go. So we'll take it from there. Our next game is another away tie against Benfica this time, who are on 4 points. We've won 1, lost 1, and drawn 1 as well. So that will probably be just every bit as tricky as Real Madrid game. So if we look at the fixtures coming forward, we've got some big games in the league and Carabao Cup, 4th round game. We've got Brentford at home, which I would really hope to win, bounce back after that Real Madrid game. And then we've got Leeds United away, which again is another one on paper I think we should win. Then we've got a tough run coming up in November. We're away from home to Benfica, home to Arsenal, away to Sunderland, away to Liga. Home to Liga in the Champions League. Home to Brighton, then away to Manchester City. Then Bruges at home, followed by 2 massive games against PSG, and the last Champions League game is against Inter Milan. So what we'll do is give you an update on where we are with the Brentford, Aston Villa and Leeds games, and then we'll play the Benfica match. In fact, we'll probably play the Benfica and Liga match. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Console Gaffer, this Dagenham Redbridge save. And it has been quite a few games since we've been in the last episode of the Champions League first two games. We are currently sitting in second place in the league after 9 games, joint top with Liverpool, and just 3 goals behind them and a point clear of third place Spurs. As you can see, the victories we've had have been pretty decent. We've drawn against Liverpool and Brentford, both 1-1, and the one defeat has been a narrow one to Spurs. So, yeah, like I say, 20 points after 9 games. What a start to the season we've had. So, if we just run through where we've been since the Real Madrid game. So, obviously, we got absolutely cuffed against Real Madrid in the first Champions League game at home. But then we followed that up with a home draw, 1-1. We went again, we fell behind, but then we managed to pull it back with Rooney scoring a fantastic goal and Santiago getting a nice little equaliser for the team, and that made it 1-1. And in general, again, we were the better team, I would say, with possession-wise and shots, but Brentford had the better opportunities. They had 2 clear-cut chances where we actually had 0, but we'll take the point and move on. So after the Brentford game, we went to play Aston Villa away in the Carabao Cup, and another disappointing cup run for us. Lost by a single goal to nil, and we did make a couple of changes to the team, simply because we had a couple of hard games with Real Madrid, then Brentford, and then Aston Villa, so we thought, we'll maybe make a few changes to this game and see how we got on, and it was a narrow 1-0 defeat, but I would say deserved 1-0 defeat, as Aston Villa had most of the possession in the game. Young Kalala didn't have the best of games either, but he's had a no bad start to the season for us. So after the Aston Villa game in the League Cup, we played Leeds United in the Premier League, and back to winning ways. Eduardo Fernandez double to give us a 2-0 victory. Furo and Santiago with the assists. And it was quite comfortable in the end. No real dramas. We're by far the better team overall. As you can see with the highlights here of the goals. Prates to Natalia, back to Prates. Good football. We love to play some nice slick football. Fernandez and Furo, lovely 1-2. And that was a clinical finish by the winger to give us the 1-0 lead away from home to Leeds. Then the second goal came from a Leeds attack. We won the ball. Bilal inside to Furo, to Fernandez, back to Furo. Santiago, the captain for the day, giving it to Silva. Back it wide to Sangare. Love the ball to Santiago. Good football again. Checks back. Santiago checks back. Good touch. Good finish again from Fernandez. And that was 2-0 and a fantastic victory for the Daggers. So yeah, 2-0 on the day. Another solid 3 points on the road. But now we've shown you where we are. We've got now Benfica in the Champions League. Match day 4. We're away from home again. So this will be the third away game out of the first 4. So, and as you can see, we've got a few players injured. Singh's injured, Perez is doubtful, and Emmanuel Menga is probably going to be out for most of this season with his ligament injury. But it's been a great start to the season. The team, everybody is so on board with this season with the Champions League. It just brings so much excitement, and that's what's probably boosted us on to the league phase of where we are. So, Champions League phase, we're currently sitting 13th after 3 games, 2 wins and a defeat, with Bayern and Juventus and Monaco, the 3 of them with 9 points apiece. So if we get into the tactics for this Benfica game, we're just going to go with what we've got here. I think we'll bring Silvestri back in. Yes, we will. What else? I think we'll maybe just leave it like that. I don't think it's Fernandes and Gary Silva with Santiago Musakitis in the midfield, and Furo's really the main man up top anyway, so yeah. Dagenham Redbridge in the changed kit. Yellow Santiago, the captain again here. Benfica on 2 points. As the Champions League music hits again. For the 4th time on Dagenham Redbridge's season. First ever time in the Champions League. What an adventure so far. 2 wins and a defeat against the reigning European champions Real Madrid. Now we've got another historic European side in Benfica. It was only a dream a matter of seasons ago to even be in the Premier League, never mind the Champions League. And we are underway here in matchday 4 in the Champions League. 2.5 minutes gone now. Benfica with the ball, getting into the penalty area. It's a shot on goal at the underside of the bar and came out. And Musakitis gets it in, puts it away. Free kick into the penalty area again. Good defending by Santiago. Sudakov picks it up. Back post to Goncalves. It's a header across goal, and after 22 minutes, we are behind. Ball headed away by Santiago. Sudakov got the ball, recycled it well. Lovely little ball out wide to Goncalves. A very tight angle. I would have probably expected my goalkeeper to do better, but it's 1-0 Benfica. Nearly 35 gone. Onana with the ball. Switches the play again to Quaresma. It's in the penalty area. Checks back. Oh, is that a penalty? Silvestri left a leg out. And Quaresma went down. VR will just double check this. But it is given. And after 35 minutes, we could be in real trouble here. And it's tucked away into the top corner by Ivanovic. No problems there at all. Fantastic finish. And that is 2-0. And a very, very hard task now here away from home in Benfica. Oh, it's a beautiful penalty, to be fair, by Ivanovic. 2-0. '40th minute now. Benfica have been relentless so far. Williams ball into the box, and it's 3. We have been absolutely taken to bed and tucked in this match here. Absolutely taken to pieces. Onana, lovely disguised ball. Great one run there by Williams Barnett and Ivanovic. Ivanovic in the middle, just a simple tap in, and it's 3-0. First time we've really been up forward, and Kalala has a shot. Keeper saves, and Benfica managed to get the ball away. And now they will counter-attack again. Over it goes to Sudakov. It's in the penalty area. Checks back, has a shot on goal! Clips a post, and just wide. And that is half-time here in Benfica. We have been taken to pieces. Going by the stats, we've had 61% possession, 7 shots and 4 on target. The highlights would not show that. But we are 3 down. I'm going to go angry because surely we can do a bit better, even though we're struggling. Bilal's going to come on. Going to bring him on as well and switch the two. To do something. Kuna for Kalala, who's struggling a wee bit. Just really try and get something back in the game. Parates will come on as well. And we'll just push up. We've maybe been a wee bit deep. Maybe that's my fault, to being a wee bit too deep in this match. But, yeah. We'll go with that. And see how we get on in the second half. I'm hoping we don't get an absolute battering. 3-0's bad enough, we'll take that and move on. But the second half is underway here. 3-0 to Benfica. So we're in the 66th minute now. Bilal has the ball. He's being dispossessed. Barovic again, who is now on a hat-trick. Barnett Wood looked for the byline. Delivers into the belt area, just over the top. And we're in the 77th minute here, and the damage has not got any worse, but we've not really done anything in the way of creating any chances. We're still 8 shots, 4 on target. Benfica are still going for it, trying to add some more in. About 2 minutes of injury time to play. And that's full time. Well, to be fair, we'll take it after being 3 down at half time. Changed a few things around. A bit more solider. And didn't really do nothing, but again, had most of the possession, which in one regard is good, but we just need to be a bit better with it when we do have the ball, especially in certain areas. But back-to-back 3-0 Champions League defeats against Benfica, and before that Real Madrid. No, we just need to take it and move on and see what the next game brings us. So that leaves us in 17th place in the Champions League after 4 match days, with still teams still to play. So yeah, Benfica game done and dusted. Next Champions League game is Liga. So what we'll do is we'll maybe just dive back for Liga and we'll just go through the Arsenal and Sunderland games. Big Premier League games, to be fair, against Arsenal and Sunderland, but we'll come back for the Liga game in the Champions League. So, quick update. We've just played Arsenal and Sunderland in the background after the Benfica match, which was a comfortable 3-0 defeat to Benfica. Benfica were excellent. So, yeah, Real Madrid 3-0 in match day 3. Benfica's beat us in match day 4, 3-0. And now we've got match day 5 with Liga coming very, very soon. But before that, we've got the 2-1 defeat to Arsenal to discuss. So Enric Nwaneri scored again early goals, and the game was more or less done. We made a couple of changes again at half time, and Bilal scored to get us back in the match. But it was too little too late. As you can see, Arsenal dominated possession, dominated shots. We're just all round better on the day. So no real complaints with that one. Although it is a defeat, and we need to try and stop these defeats. If we're going to win the title, or at least get back in the top 4, we need to start taking points off these teams regularly. So after that, we played Sunderland away again. Tough game this time. Sunderland, one of the few teams this season who's bossed us off on the park, 53% possession. But we managed to come away with a 3-0 win. Muzakitis, Natali and Rooney with the goals, and Muzakitis getting an assist in there as well. But Bilal, the man we signed from the Barcelona Academy, yet again showing that he's got all the ability and he's really making that place his own. So after that match, that takes us where we are in the league to Spurs now, 11 matches in, top of the table, 2 points clear of ourselves, joint with Arsenal, and Liverpool has dropped down to 4th. So Spurs and Arsenal, we've lost. We're still scoring enough goals, but conceding again. We've conceded a few goals, which to try and stop us, especially against the bigger teams. But we'll forget that in the Premier League at the moment, because now we've got to play Liga in the Champions League. So tactics-wise, we're here for Liga in the Champions League, and we're at home again. So what we will do is Santiago, Muzakitis, Bilal, who's got that, basically got that in. Danny Perez has been injured and he's really struggled to get back in the team, but we will give Danny Perez the game, start him today, just to see what he can do in these big games. We're going to push Kalala back up and Rooney back up, as I think we were too deep in the last couple of Champions League games. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do, in and out of possession. So here we are, Champions League match again against Liga. I'd like to think we could have a good chance of winning this game. With Liga sitting 29 on 3 points, we're sitting 23rd on 6. Big match. Can we do the business? Can we get another victory? The Victoria Road Stadium with 11,700 odd fans. Capacity again, filled to the brim. We have got a new stadium in planning at the moment. We've not heard nothing back from the chairman on that yet. I think he's looking to get some funding. So maybe in the future we'll have a big stadium, but at the moment this is what it is for this massive Champions League game, and we are underway. Silva now with the ball, Sangare. 2.5 minutes gone. Silva, Sangare. Lovely ball through Rooney. Good first touch, takes him out wide. He's into the penalty area. Ball to Furo. Back to Rooney! And the super Swede has tucked the ball into the back of the net. His career's stalled a bit, but he's come here and he has started the season on fire. Furo, lovely cut back there, and Rooney with a first time shot into the roof of the net. What a start from the Daggers. 1-0 here. .31 goal. Long ball forward now. What can Liga do? Oh, it's a chance, and Bank has equalised. It's a poor goal to lose. It's a straight ball forward from the goalkeeper. Nobody's tracking the midfielder. He just strolls into the penalty area and hits a high-in shot across Fernandez, and that is 1-1 here. 40 minutes on the clock now. Free kick into the penalty area, and it's 2-1 to Liga also. Incredible. A simple free kick into the penalty area. comes a long way. I think Silva missed it. It's a fabulous finish, to be fair. He done really well to keep it down. But that is 2-1 to Liga. Huge blow. And it's half time here at the Victoria Road Stadium. What a start it was for the Daggers. After 3 minutes, Furo finding Rooney in the box. And he slammed the ball into the back of the net. But 2 disappointing goals, and that is what I'm going to say, disappointing, because it was. Right, we need to make some changes here. Danny Perez is not playing well. Muzakitis is not playing well, so I'm going to bring in Carrizo. Do we bring on Fernandez for Kalala? Yeah, I think we do. And that's what we're going to go with. Start of the second half. As Liga get us underway here in the second half. We'll make another wee change here. 59 minutes, nothing much happened so far. Let's bring Paulo Bernardo on for Muzakitis. And we'll leave it like that for now. We've got a class for Paulo. This is what we're looking for. Natali now, 66 minutes on the clock here. Furo. Carrizo. Good ball to Eduardo Fernandez. Lovely skill. One way, then the other way. Checks back to the byline. Poor pass though. And it's smacked away. It's well won there by Natali. Rooney coming forward with the ball. Rooney shoots from distance. What a strike from Rooney. Oh, that's fantastic. That's 2-2. And we are back in this match here. Natali won the header. Rooney picks it up just inside the Liga half. And that's got to be about 35 yards out. Curls one right into the back of the net. Keeper no chance. It's game on again here. 2-2. 72 on the clock now. Furo. Rooney again. Paulo Bernardo. He's played quite well since he's come on. Bernardo over the top for Fernandez. Into the box. Furo! It's 3-2. What a comeback from the Daggers. It's 3-2. What a finish. What a move. And we're 3-2 up here against Liga. Silvestre into Bernardo. Lovely ball out wide to Fernandez. Great first touch. And Furo is in the centre where you want your striker. And that is 3-2 to Dagenham and Redbridge. Come on! 87 on the clock now. Silvestre. Natali. Oh, it's a poor ball by the defender. It's a ball through the middle now. It's a chance here for Leia. Can he make it 3-3? What a save by the goalkeeper. Hopefully that'll be enough now, as we're into 4 minutes of stoppage time. Silva with the ball. Back it goes to Fernandez. All the way across to Silvestre. Takes it down. Gives the ball to Fernandez again. Drive forward, just take into the corner flag as the cry from the crowd. But Fernandez, he's going to the byline. He has a shot! Oh, just can't squeeze it in the far corner. And that is full time. Go on. What a victory. What a victory from the boys. We scored early. We then fell behind. And then second half, Rooney again comes up with a wonder goal. And Furo manages to complete the comeback to give us a 3-2 victory in this match. A well-needed victory as well. What a performance. got to say pleased with the comeback. Got to say pleased. And that puts us, after match day 5, with 3 wins, 2 defeats, in 15th position. We'll take that. What a start to the season. 2-1, 3-2, and 3-2. Benfica, Panathinaikos, and Lega also we've managed to beat. And lost to Real and Benfica. So yeah, some big teams we're ahead of so far, with PSG there, Leipzig, Man City's there too, Barcelona's there, Leverkusen just inside the top 24. So after 5 games, we're a few points. We've done well, to be fair. First ever time in the Champions League to be on 9 points after 5 games. Outstanding. So yeah, I think that'll do us for this episode. And we'll be back for the next Champions League game against Bruges.